Hello guys, this is the second session of our training program from Global Aviation. Today we are going to discuss about the importance of aircraft familiarization. Suppose you are working as a TRC or load controller or loading team supervisor or cabin cleaning supervisor. You should know what is the type of aircraft is operating. Then only you can complete your task within the time limit. This time limit is known as the ground time. Ground time means the total time which is spending by an airline on the particular airport. So all these services are provided by the ground handling company. So the ground handling company is responsible to complete all the services which are required by the airline within the ground time. Ground time is based on the agreement in between the airport and the airline. In this world, there is two major manufacturers of the commercial aircraft. They are, the first one is Boeing. Boeing is an American manufacturer. All the Boeing aircrafts are prefixed by B. What are the examples? Boeing 737, Boeing 747, Boeing 777, Boeing 787. These are the examples for the aircraft from Boeing. The second one is Airbus. Airbus is from the European consortium. What are the examples for the Airbus? And all the Airbus are prefixed by alphabet A. What are the examples? Airbus 319, Airbus 320, Airbus 321, Airbus 330, Airbus 340, Airbus 350, Airbus 380. Airbus 380 is the biggest passenger carrier in this world. Based on the requirement, all these commercial aircraft we can divide into two. The first one, passenger aircraft. Second one, cargo aircraft. All the commercial aircraft having two decks. They are, the first one main deck and the second one lower deck. Main deck is also, for passenger aircraft, main deck is also known as cabin, only for the passenger aircraft. So the lower deck is using for loading the dead loads. Dead loads can be baggage, cargo, mail, special loads, dangerous goods, human remain, etc. How many hold for an aircraft? I said hold is using for loading. The lower deck is also, the lower deck we can divide into two. They are forward hold and aft hold. These holds are using for loading the dead loads. Main deck is using for passenger aircraft. Main deck is using for seating the passenger. For cargo aircraft, both decks, means main deck and the lower deck, both are using for loading the cargoes. How to identify either it is a passenger aircraft or cargo aircraft? It's very easy. Whenever there is windows for main deck, that aircraft is known as passenger aircraft. If there is windows on the main deck, that aircraft we can say passenger aircraft. If there is no window, means that is cargo aircraft. Based on the requirement, I said we can divide all the commercial aircraft, we can divide into two. They are passenger aircraft and the cargo aircraft. Secondly, all the commercial aircraft we are dividing into two based on the size. They are narrow-bodied aircraft and the wide-bodied aircraft. Narrow-bodied aircraft means if the aisle is single, that aircraft we can say narrow-bodied aircraft. What is the meaning of aisle? Aisle means the passage in between the seat. If the passage or aisle is single, that aircraft we can say narrow-bodied aircraft. What are the examples for the narrow-bodied aircraft? Airbus 319 is a narrow-bodied aircraft. Airbus 320 is a narrow-bodied aircraft. Airbus 321, Boeing 737. These are the examples for the narrow-bodied aircraft. What is the meaning of wide-bodied aircraft? Wide-bodied aircraft means if the aisle is 2 or more than 2, that aircraft we can say wide-bodied aircraft. What are the examples for the wide-bodied aircraft? Airbus 330-200, Airbus 330-300, Airbus 350, Airbus 380, Boeing 747, Boeing 777, Boeing 787. These are the examples for the wide-bodied aircraft. Today, we are going to discuss how to identify an Airbus 320. Today we are discussing about Airbus 320. Which is the right side and which is the left side of the aircraft? Whenever you are standing on the same direction of the aircraft, your right hand side is the aircraft right side, your left hand side is the aircraft left side. Whenever you are standing on the same direction of the aircraft, your right hand side is the aircraft right side and your left hand side is the aircraft left side. All the boarding activities are doing on the left side of the aircraft. All the boarding activities are using on the left side of the aircraft. Meantime, all the loading activities are doing on the right side of the aircraft. How many hold for an aircraft? 2. They are forward hold and aft hold. Hold is using for loading the dead loads. Dead loads can be cargo, baggage, mail, etc. So, how to identify an Airbus 320? There is lot of factors we can consider. The first one, the number of doors. I said, on the right side you can see 2 doors. They are R1, R2. What is the meaning of R1 and R2? R means right side. So right side you can see 2 doors for the passenger access. They are R1 and R2. Similarly, you can see 2 doors on the left side of the aircraft. They are L1 and L2. Moreover, you can see 2 emergency exits on the both sides. 2 emergency exit on the both sides. For Airbus 320, there is 2 engines on the total 2 engines you can see on each wings. So another factor which we can consider for identify Airbus 320, the wingtip of the aircraft. Wingtip means the end of the wings we can consider to identify the aircraft. Guys, I said Airbus 320. Today we are discussing about Airbus 320. Airbus 320 is one of the safest passenger carrier in this world. Most of the airlines are using Airbus 320 for the movement of the passenger. The seating configuration is based on the requirement of the airline. For example, Indigo is a budget airline. They need to accommodate more passengers. Then only they can increase the revenue, and they are selling only economy class seats. Meantime, Qatar Airways is a star airline. They are selling first class seats, business class seats, economy class seats. So the number of seats are comparatively lesser than a budget airline. So what I mean to say, the seating configuration is based on the requirement of the airline. As I said, all the commercial aircraft having two deck. For passenger aircraft, the main deck is using for seating the passenger, and the lower deck is using for loading the dead loads. Dead loads can be cargo, baggage, mail, special loads, dangerous goods, etc. And every aircraft having two hold. They are forward hold and aft hold. The passenger cabin or the main deck for the passenger aircraft, the main deck is using for seating the passenger. This is also known as cabin. The cabin also dividing into three: cabin A, cabin B, cabin C, and the hold are dividing into compartment. For Airbus 320, you can see compartment 1, compartment 1 in the forward hold, compartment 3, compartment 4 in the aft hold. The compartments are again dividing into net sections: net section 11, net section 12, net section 13, net section 31, net section 32, net section 41, net section 43. What is the purpose? What is the purpose of dividing the hold into compartment, again the compartment into net section? What is the purpose? The purpose is calculation of load and trim. This is the role of a load controller staff. Whenever we are placing an object on the surface of the aircraft, the impacts are different. For example, whenever you are putting 100 kg cargo on compartment 1, that impact is different whenever you are putting on the same 100 kg cargo on the compartment 3. So this is the role of a load controller. Guys, this is purely a job oriented online training program. Please send your opinion. You can ask the question relating to the aviation. And thank you for watching the video. Share and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.